Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another video today. Welcome back to Nick's Picks. This is where I go ahead and give you guys my NFL predictions. These are for week 6. Of course, last week for week 5, your boy, he didn't do so bad, guys. The only teams I got wrong were the Eagles, Bengals, and Panthers. So we went 10-3, guys. That's pretty awesome. Hopefully we can replicate that as well for this weekend. The teams with the bye this weekend are the Vikings and the Buccaneers. Now, I'm telling you guys, might be one of the most insane and most hype weekends for football, especially up till now. And I don't know if this one will be one of the toughest ones to go ahead and predict for this weekend, because we have so many bad teams playing against bad teams and then great teams playing against great teams. So I don't even know how many freebies, yeah, this team's gonna demolish this team. Like last week, the Patriots versus the Browns, that was kind of a no-brainer. We don't really got too many of those this weekend, so this weekend is gonna be really great, guys. Starting it all off, let's go with the 1 o'clock games, and we got San Fran versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, Buffalo Bills, they've been clicking on all cylinders after they manhandled my New England Patriots. I'm still crying a little bit inside. But yeah, like I said, they've been going off. Last week they beat the Rams as well, like 30-19 or something like that. They've been playing really well as well. But then the 49ers, after that really amazing start against the Rams, and then they played all right against the Panthers, they still have been losing. And the only reason why this one could be tough is because your boy Kaepernick, Colin Kaepernick, has been promoted to the starter for this weekend. So we don't know if he's going to shine like he did in 2013 or 2012. I can't remember what season it was. We don't know if he's going to be that Kaepernick, or he's just going to be a little rusty. He hasn't really played too much. So we're going to give this one, though, to the Buffalo Bills. I think that momentum that they got right now, they're really doing well with it. So we're going to give that one to the Buffalo Bills and Tyrod Taylor. I'm loving that guy as well. But let's go on to our next game right here. We got the Ravens versus the Giants. Now, this one is another tough one. I believe after they both lost that 1 week, they were both undefeated until that 1 week. I think the Ravens lost to the Raiders, and then of course the Giants lost to the Redskins. They've been on a losing streak since then. So this one's a tough one, man. I think, though, at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the Giants, just because if Odell's going to have an awesome game, of course. But if Eli plays smart, doesn't give the wrong passes, the defense on both teams are really great, but I think the Giants have a little slighter edge on defense. So I'm going to give that one to the Giants right there. Now, our next game, we got the Rams versus the Lions. Now, the Lions gave the Eagles their first L of the season. They gave Carson Wentz his first interception in his career. They're on a high right now. They're on a really big high. They've been playing all right this season as well. And the Rams, after that really demolishing start against the 49ers, where they lost 27-0, they've been actually on a roll as well until they lost to Buffalo last week, I believe. So that being said, I'm going to give this one, though, to the Lions. I'm sorry, my boy Goss. I know you're a big Ram fan, but I think that the Lions, they're on such another level right now. They're up there. And they're playing at home. I think I'm going to give this one to the Lions right there. Now, I think this might be one of the only freebies of this weekend, and that's going to be the Steelers versus the Dolphins. Now, Steelers, they went off on the Chiefs last week, and the Dolphins, they just keep on losing, I think. I think they lost last week as well. So we're going to give this one to the Steelers. I think even the Miami Dolphins, who they lost against the Titans last week. I think that's who they played last week, and they lost them by a lot. And they have like a really great defense on paper, but they have not been playing to that. So yeah, we got Pittsburgh winning that game. Now, next game, I can't really go against my team, so this one might be a little biased, guys, but I'm going with my New England Patriots, hands down. Tom Brady, the GOAT Tom Brady. He is back, guys. The GOAT is back. 406 yards, 3 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. And of course, Bennett had like 3 touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they had a really slow start. Hopefully they don't find their game in this game, because I want my Patriots to win this game. We are playing in Foxborough as well. So yeah, the Patriots gonna win this game. The only thing besides the win I want to see I want to see a Gronk spike. It's been so long since we've seen one, so hopefully Gronk can get a touchdown this weekend. I think it's going to happen. But moving on to the next game, this one's going to be a tough one, because the Panthers, they lost back. It was such a boring Monday night game against the Buccaneers. They lost by a field goal. But that game was like so boring to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I watched maybe like 5 minutes of the whole game, and it was the end of the game, and I was like, man, I just kept tuning in back and forth, but it was a boring game. You guys kept my gist. And the Saints, bro, they've been losing, but yo, they've been putting up numbers, like putting up a bunch of numbers. Like every team they lose against, the games are always high scoring. So that's all I'm gonna say there. But of course, Cam Newton, he didn't play last week. That's one reason why it was so dang boring. But I believe he's cleared to play. I don't know if he's gonna start though. But he is cleared to play, and I don't know, man. They are favored by 2.5 in the spread, but I'm going to give this one to the Saints. They are at home. They don't play so well at home for some reason, but they've been putting up numbers. And Cam, he played up until last week, and they are still losing. So we got the Saints right there. Now, our next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Bears. I'm going to give this one to Jacksonville. I'm not going to really talk too much about this one. I had a lot of high hopes about this team, but they're not performing that well. I had a lot of high hopes for this team after their off-season moves, but sadly they haven't really been doing anything. I believe Chris Ivory though is going to play this week. I have no idea though. Next game, this is another big one. We got the Redskins versus the Eagles. Now the Redskins, after beating the Giants, they've been clicking as well, and the Eagles just lost their last game. I'm going to give this one to the Redskins though. Why? I'm going to give this one to the Redskins, though. Why I say that, if you guys are wondering, because they came off a bye. I believe the Saints came off a bye as well, so I'm going to give that one to the Redskins right there. So that's being said, they might get another loss for the Eagles. And like I said, the Washington Redskins have been clicking. Now, our next game, this is kind of two bad teams playing each other, but Tennessee has been stepping it up. So I'm going to give this one to Tennessee. They beat the Dolphins by a lot last weekend, so that being said, we give it to them. Next, we got the Raiders versus the Chiefs. Now, this one's a tough one. The Raiders have been playing so ballsy this whole season. It's insane. They came back against the Chargers. The Chargers blew another lead, but of course, Chargers finally got their first win against the Broncos this week. But that being said, the Chiefs just came off a bye as well, so I'm going to give this one to the Chiefs right there. Now, next, we got the Dallas Cowboys, the Dak Attack Cowboys, and Elliott, of course, against Green Bay in Lambeau Field. Now, this one is so tough, man. Dak Attack has been playing so amazing. The Dallas Cowboys, they've been playing on fire. They're 4-1. The Green Bay, man, I don't really know too much what's been going on. They haven't been showing up like they usually do. They've been winning their games, but it's not been like blowouts like you usually expect from Green Bay. But they are at home. But I can't go against the Dallas Cowboys like I did against last week. So I'm going to give this one to the Dak Attack if they beat the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. All of that nonsense about, yo, Tony Romo should be able to start and they should bench Dak. Nah, if he beats the Green Bay Packers, there's no question that Tony Romo is going to be riding the bench for the rest of the season. I'm sorry, Cowboys fans, that is the truth. You cannot bench the man that is so hot right now. Like, the man is playing insane. You can't do that to Dak. So yeah, guys, I'm giving this one to Dallas. Next is another tough game, man. You got the Atlanta Falcons, who destroyed the Broncos last weekend against Seattle. Another really top defense, but Atlanta's got the #1 offense, I believe, this season, and I think the Broncos had the #1 defense last season, and you saw what happened last weekend. But I'm going to give this one to Seattle. I think the 12th man, they can go ahead and do some work, and they're going to help out the Seattle Seahawks win this one. I know my boy Crelo is smiling a lot right now. But our next game, we got the Colts versus the Texans. And the Texans, man, Osweiler has been such a big bust. I'm sorry. You guys paid that man so much, like a franchise player, and the man has not showed up at all. And then you go to the Colts. What is going on with the Colts? I think they won last week, but man, what a bad start they've been having. That being said, J.J. Watt's not playing. Clowney hasn't been playing that well as well. So I'm going to give this one to the Colts. Lastly, we do got our Monday night game, the Jets versus the Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals, they have been playing really, really bad as well after having a really great year last season. We thought they were going to come out playing as well as they did last season, this season, but that has not been happening, man. They've been losing a lot of games. So I'm going to give this one to but that being said, the Jets have been playing terrible as well, so we're gonna give this one to the Arizona Cardinals. I think they can win that game right there. But yeah, guys, those are my picks for this week. If you guys agree with my picks, go ahead and leave a like on this video. If you guys don't agree with this picks, if you guys don't agree with my predictions, tell me in the comment section below, guys. Rebuttal with yourselves. Tell me why you think a team that I picked isn't gonna win. That's the whole point of the season. Go ahead and rebuttal with your guys' self. I would love to know what you guys think about my picks right here. But yeah, guys, I really want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Awesome football Sunday. This is gonna be an insane weekend, guys. But yeah, guys, we want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.
What's up?